Hi, and welcome to the Lina Knits podcast, my podcast about knitting, finding joy in every stitch, and getting cozy in your hand knits. This is episode 64, and I am Lina. I'm coming to you from my home in Helsinki, Finland, as always. I am a knitwear designer, tech editor, and otherwise helper of other woolly entrepreneurs. And I have a slight cough, or I've been feeling a bit unwell, so if my voice sounds a bit odder than usual, and that's why. But it's getting better. I'm getting better. I'll pop in the information on where to find me in the description box below and also at the end of this video, but everything you need to know about me can be found on my website linaknit.com, or you can email me or write your comments down below if there's something you want to ask. Today I have finished objects, works in progress, and stash acquisitions. Quite a lot of things actually, which surprised me. So let's get on with the episode. The first finished object is no longer with me. I sent it over to my grandmother, so I knit her a new pair of socks. This time they're just plain vanilla socks knit out of sport weight sock yarn, vuorelman veto, and then I did a little bit of striping with tuku sock. Both are sport weight sock yarns, so they have nylon in them. And these ones are knit slightly larger than normal, just so that my grandmother can easily get them on her feet and off, and they are sure to keep her warm. She can layer other socks underneath, and I hope she really likes them. I sent them over. The second finished object is also a gift, but I still have it here. So I knit a pair of leg warmers for a friend of mine, and I'm seeing her later today. Today is December 13th, by the way. I always forget to say that. I'm seeing my friend later today. And I'm giving them to her then. She last winter requested a pair of leg warmers. She said that she would pay me for them. I was kind of evasive about that. I don't like taking money from my friends for knitted items. One, because paying a reasonable sum would actually be unreasonable for them, since knitting does take up a lot of time. And I don't mind giving knitted items when I know that the recipient actually appreciates them and really wants them. So we sort of dropped it, and this when I was arranging my stash earlier a couple of months ago, I saw that I had 3 skeins of this. It's Manos Silk Blend by Manos del Uruguay. It's 30% silk, 70% merino, and it's kettle dyed. The color here just has a number, 4301. It's a single ply sport/DK weight wool. It has 300 yards, 270 meters for 100 grams skein, so sport weight, but I find it knits quite like a larger gauge, and it's a variegated one, but it reminded me of my friend. So I set about looking for a pattern, and I came across the Some Cloudy Day pattern by Tiny Owl Knits, and I think the slightly busier yarn looks good in this rather simple pattern. And this is a free pattern on Ravelry, so. And these use just over 1 skein. I had caked up a second one for another project that I'll share with you in a minute. So I just used that, and I still have that one left. Now I don't mind having split this up, since this has been in my stash for years, so I'm just glad that I found a good use for them. And now I just hope that my friend likes these. These were really quite neat. My only concern with these leg warmers is that they won't be very long lasting, since it's a single apply, so it might peel and felt and just get not so nice looking pretty quickly. And I do have to remember to tell my friend to hand wash these and not throw them in the machine. And then onto the whips. I guess I could show you what is in here, where the other skein of this lived. So I made all the gift knitting, design knitting. I just felt like I wanted to cast on something for myself. I don't know why, since I do have whip started, and that one sweater that traced almost finished, and like I'm almost done with the body. But I started something. This is The Rambling Woman by Caitlin Hunter. Now I saw this pattern when it was released and I thought it was really beautiful. It's a DK weight colorwork cardigan that has an all over patterning and uses up, I think, 7 different colors. And it's great for stash busting if you have odd DK weight skeins, which I do. Something reminded me of that pattern, and I went to have a look, and I wanted to play with my yarn, so I just wanted to see if I had something that I could use for it, and I did, and yeah, this happened. So for my main color, the color that it has the most, I'm using this blue one, and this is Knit by Numbers by John Arbon. It's the shade KBN32, and this is 100% merino wool, and this feels wonderful to knit with. I mean, I'm in love. And the 100 gram skein has 250 meters, 273 yards. So I have 3 skeins of this, and for the first part I'm pairing it with a Sheila's Dare Luxury DK. This is a mix of, I forget what, but it had different fibers. It's slightly thinner and also has a bit of a halo. It's slightly thinner than the John Arbon one. And I've just started a few rows of that. I don't think it matters that it's thinner. It looks fine. Yeah, so I'm really wanting to just knit on this one, but I've got to be reasonable. I do need to finish those other things. So for later on, when I need to add new colors, this is going to be one, and then I've got the others here. But I'll share them with you once I get more into the pattern and start actually incorporating them into the design. Once I had finished the leg warmers for my friend, I cast on another gift, and now this is a pair of socks for my son. It is knit with London House Yarns, the Hogwarts Gryffindor house color self-striping yarn, and I got it with the matching red for the cuffs and toes. I didn't use it for the heel, just have a bit of an odd striping going on there, but I don't mind. So my son absolutely loves Harry Potter, and well, he's read 2 of the books. He would read all of them, but I'm sort of, I think the later books are not suitable for 9-year-olds. But he's getting the 3rd one for Christmas from me as well, and these socks and Harry Potter Lego. I just sort of realized I had a very strong theme. Well, I love Harry Potter myself, so I'm really glad and happy that he likes it too, and I like to support that. Anyway, now that he's turning 10 this spring, we're gonna watch the first 1 or 2 movies as well. But yeah, so Harry fan, getting a pair of Gryffindor house socks for Christmas. I think I can get these done by Christmas, if I keep knitting on them and not get distracted by other new cast-ons. No, these are the only 2 things that I've cast on. Well, I lied. I do have 2 designs. One of them is just started, so I'll talk about that more later. But the other one is a new sample for, dropping stitches here. New sample for my cinnamon stars hat. I showed the first one, I think last episode or the one before that, where I had a white background color. Now, it turns out my calculations were correct and it was too small for me. I don't know what happened. Like, I did the swatch, I calculated out the stitches, I wrote the pattern, and I cast on the stitches, and I thought, this is way too much, and I knit the smaller size. And it doesn't look good on me because it's too small. So now I'm doing the larger size. And from now on, I hopefully will trust my calculations. So knitting the second one. So using the same brown as the contrast color or the pattern color and the background color, I have this lovely palish dusty pink. And these are both Vinyl Garn by Rauma, and I do have somewhere the colorway numbers, but I can't find them right now. I do have them somewhere, I know. But yes, so knitting the second one. The original plan was to have this pattern published by the end of December, and I could still do that, but then there's no time for test knitting. I still might publish it. It's been tech edited, so the pattern is fine. So I still might publish it at the end of December. If not, then it's a January pattern. But yes, so those are the things that I've been working on. Oh, here it is. Oh, silly me. Here is the smaller version. So it's a very cute colorwork beanie. And I really like it. I like both of them. I thought I wanted the white background color, but I also really like the pink one. And then I have one skein that has entered my stash. I had an unplanned yarn purchase. So last weekend, my son and I went to this design market, and we just thought we were gonna go look at Christmassy stuff, maybe some gifts, and just spend time together. But there were actually 3 stalls with yarn in them. I think one was the yarn shop that my son just pushed me past. The other 2 were small farms that produce their own yarn. I bought a wool soap from the other one, but I got this one. So this is from Ruukin Kehram, and it's a small spinnery here in the southern Finland. Matilde Dahlin Ruukitehtaat. If you're anywhere from and anywhere nearby, you might know that place. So they have alpacas in, I think, in their farm. So this one is alpaca with silk. Now the tag doesn't say how much, but I did ask and they said 10 to 15%. So the alpaca is from their own alpacas, and the silk is ahimsa silk, so the kind of silk that's produced without harming the caterpillars, I believe. And these were dyed with natural dyes. So this one is a fingering weight skein. It has 384 meters in the 100 grams, and I just got one skein because it's well, it's not 100% alpaca, but it doesn't have any wool, so it won't have that nice memory that wool yarn does. That means that the yarn or the finished item will stretch and not return to its original shape. So I just thought one skein, 100 grams, make it into a nice sized shawl, as big as possible, and it would be a nice lightweight layer, but it wouldn't be too heavy so that it wouldn't stretch itself out of shape. And that's the plan. We'll see how it works, but I just really loved the subtle tones of this. Sorry, my camera battery died, so if the frame is a bit different, that's because I had to take the camera off the tripod. But I was showing you this. I hope it's focusing. If not, I'll insert separate footage of this lovely skein. Yes, a special purchase, unplanned, but much, it's bringing me much joy. So that is everything I have for you this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to spend a bit of it with me talking about knitting. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up to let me know you liked it. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them in the comments section below, and I will read every comment. And if you'd like to be kept up to date with when I upload new videos, which is every week, you can hit the subscribe button. And if you're specifically interested in the Lina Knits patterns, you can subscribe to my newsletter at linaknits.com/list. So thank you so much once again. I'll see you soon, and in the meantime, happy knitting. Bye!